Welcome back to Unshackled Pod. We are actually back now, right before the NFL season. Charles, we have 3 days till NFL football.
I am so ready. I'm so excited. But let's get to what we're going to talk about. So today we're going to talk about our NFL award predictions, our week one predictions, a quick NFL headline rundown, and we're going to finish with the top 5 snake draft. But first, my friend, let's start with our positive and negative of the week. Of this great week. Of this NFL begins week.
You go first.
All right, I'll go first. That's fine. Negative first? We're
Yes.
getting the negatives out of the way. My negative happened this morning when I tried to run a 40-yard dash for the first time since I was in high school. And I was about 0.5 seconds slower. So I ran a 4.5 in high school, and I ran a 5. It was like a 5.07 today. And it was pretty humiliating. It hurt me a lot because I've actually done a lot more legs than I used to. But yeah, that was my negative. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get that better. I'll keep you guys updated.
At least you didn't. At least you didn't end up like Kevin Hart after he did his sprint.
I was very scared. I was afraid that was gonna happen to me. You know, I was thinking about that too a little bit. Maybe it was in my head, but I was thinking about that. That guy like lost his whole body, pretty much. Yeah. That's tough. All right, what's your negative?
My negative isn't too bad because it doesn't hurt as much anymore. But my negative is that I've swung a golf club so much this weekend that I have a huge blister on my thumb. And I couldn't swing anymore after it ripped off. So I'm not going to show it because it's gross, but that's my negative.
That's a good negative, to be honest, dude. That's fair. All right, so positives. Positive of the week, dude. I had, honestly, a really good weekend. I mean, it was a really good weekend. We started with just a whole bunch of family stuff. Well, actually, we started with golfing. You and I golfed, and that was a good time. I did not do well, but it wasn't bad. But no, man, I just had a lot of family gatherings today. Found out the gender of my sister's baby. I don't want to say anything because they want to keep it private for right now. But yeah, no, it was just an awesome week. Got a little litty, but it was a good time, dude. It was fun, man. How about you?
My positive was from one of the first games that happened on college football this Saturday. My positive is going to Travis Hunter out of Colorado. He is the two-way player that is an insane wide receiver and insane cornerback. He's the first college football player to record 100 yards in receiving in a game and get an interception in the same game. Just that whole team, that whole game was electric, but Deion Sanders coming out and showing the team that was in the national game last year how to play football, and his son throwing for 500 yards. That's just, everything was crazy.
It was a very good way to start college football. Very good way to like get some upsets in like right away, and then show like, man, there's new type of players. There's like a new breed of athletes that are just coming, and I do think that there is like a future for this in the NFL. But we're gonna see more of like running backs that literally can do everything, or like wide receivers that could be running like Deebo Samuel's or even quarterbacks that can fucking do different things. So
I'm glad to see everyone's on the Deion train now. I mean, last year Colorado went 1-11, so if he wants to improve, all he has to do is win one more game now.
I mean, I think beating TCU is already an improvement from last year. But yeah, no, especially like putting up, 48, 45, 48? I mean, what a hell of a game. I think it was
48, 45, 42.
What a great game.
Yeah, it was awesome.
No, man, I'm excited. Deion, why would I ever doubt Deion? Like, I never did. I never
don't know why anyone ever did.
Yeah, yeah, for real. I mean, the guy is just different for a reason. But, man, it's awesome. Cool to see his son really pop off, too. All right, dude, let's run into some headlines that have recently happened. Start with the old happened today, which I didn't even know until you told me about, which is crazy. But Giants restructured Daniel Jones' contract by converting. I can't speak. 8.4 mil of his salary.
All right. Giants have restructured QB Daniel Jones' contract by converting $8.42 million of his base salary into a signing bonus. That gave the Giants $6.315 million in cap space.
Thank you, dude.
You didn't know, but I thought maybe you might have an idea on why they're doing this. If they're trying to sign someone else extra, or if they're just trying to give someone a contract.
I'm not really sure. This looks more so like maybe they're going to try and go for either a free agent right now, or if they're looking for a trade and a sign and trade, I guess. I don't know.
What is what is position in their team that they need depth at?
Wide receiver for sure. I actually think, I wonder if they're going to go for Mike Evans.
That's another thing that we have.
Oh,
I mean,
that's on. Yeah,
yeah, people are saying that Mike Evans might get dealt off before the trade deadline. And
yeah.
I did see the Giants up there was one of the names. Cowboys were up there.
Nah, you guys can go away, dude. You guys have plenty of receivers. Shut up.
I was just saying the teams that I've seen people
Yeah,
talking about.
we can
There's
skip.
CBS Sports came out with like 4 teams. I just saw the Giants and the Cowboys were up there, but I don't know who else they thought of. But anyone who needs a wide receiver should go after Mike Evans. I mean, he's guaranteed 1,000 yards.
Guy's like the most consistent receiver ever. And he's a freak, dude. He's just super tall, catches a ton of touchdowns if you really needed to use him for anything other than just getting a whole bunch of yards and deep throws. Just throw him in like the end zone package and throw a fade to him and he'll literally catch it every time. The guy's a freak. I would be psyched if the Giants signed him. I think that's a good signing too. I think that would I'm sure Mike Evans probably wants to leave too. He probably knows that the window's done there. So he wants to
Yeah.
I don't know if the Giants is the best team, but he wants to at least get to a team that has a shot. And staying in the NFC is probably a good idea too. It's just so much weaker. But yeah, man, I don't know. I like that. That makes sense though with them converting that. Wow, I just thought about that on the fly as we were talking about that too. What about your boy Terrace Steele?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm glad someone's getting paid for the position that they deserve to be paid at. We'll get into that later, but yeah, it's good to not. I mean, if anything, I'm worried about with the Cowboys. It's O-line depth, so if someone gets hurt, it sucks. But I mean, it's a 5-year extension on top of the deal he already has, so it's good to lock him up for the future. So I'm happy with that. And Zach Martin's got his restructured contract now too, so we should be good with our starters at least. Hopefully they can stay healthy.
You guys got a good line, and I think Steele was a huge signing. Like that was a good idea. They had to get it out of the way.
Deal is why Pollard got so many yards.
Yep.
He's why Ezekiel Elliott could get those 3-yard touchdown runs. He is a dog.
It's a huge signing. It is, and I agree with you. It is nice to see a guy who deserves it.
He's on the same guy, it's the same side as Zach Martin, so that side is just so dominant.
It's so good, dude. I mean, just run there every time. Just go. It doesn't matter. No, that's sweet, man. I'm glad for you guys. It'd be sweet to see Chris Jones get signed to a deal. Thanks, Chiefs. Please do something. Oh my God, it's hard to wait. I mean, we got 3 days till this.
I mean, I'm trying to decide if I want to hold off on my rant about this or give it now because it's just gone on too long. But
just do it, dude. I'll chime in too. I'm sure.
I mean, I'll just start off at the point that the Chiefs are finally getting a good defense. They're finally turning things around where it wasn't just 45 to 42 games every game, and it was just whoever scores the last touchdown, and most of the time it's going to be our offense because offense is better, but our defense sucks. Veach has spent all these years building around one player, and that's Chris Jones. And yeah, he's going to be expensive, but if this is how you built your future, then you just got to give him the contract. It's as simple as that. I mean, you have plenty of players that are taking team-friendly deals. Not everyone's going to do that. I get it. Yeah. But if you take out the literal foundation and core of your defense, there's a high chance that everything's just going to fall apart. And I'm sick of seeing all the Chiefs fans on Twitter talk about how he's just being selfish. I mean, you got to pay him what he's worth at the end of the day. I get he's not Aaron Donald. He's 30, but he's literally the reason the defense, with a little bit of Nick Bolton sprinkled on there, but he's the reason the defense took such a huge step last year.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. I am not going to argue with this at all. I'm not even going to add that much to this. It's just simple. Like you said, not everybody's going to take team-friendly deals, and not everybody is okay with that, and that's fine. Like, even as fans and stuff, like, you got to understand this is their lives. This is their living, and the guy deserves a ton of money. He could get paid wherever he went. He wants to stay here. He said it before, but, like, we got to meet him. We got to meet him in the middle, and I don't know, man. He is the defense. Like, he is the heart of the defense. When you go and watch the Chiefs, like, Chris Jones is the person you're scared of on that defense. So I don't know why you wouldn't.
That's another thing. I see Chiefs fans like, oh, we're excited for other guys. I mean, you signed that guy from the 49ers. You got Karlaftis. And the reason those guys did anything last year is because they're putting 3 guys on Chris Jones.
Yeah.
If those guys are getting doubled, they're not doing anywhere near what they did last year.
No, so. yeah. I mean, that's like the value of him is not only as a pass rusher, but as a run stopper too. I mean, he is so dominant. He can take out 2 blockers every single time. I just pay the fucking guy, dude. I'm so tired of it. I'm so done with it. It's
foolish.
Give him what he wants. I don't care if he wants to. He doesn't even want the highest paid one, but you should give him it anyways. I'm
doing a personal suspension of 2 weeks for the Chiefs, and I've given Veach the expulsion for not caring about the Kansas City defense at all.
I I can't even argue with you. I agree, man. But enough of that, dude. I'm sure that'll come up again. I hope it doesn't. Maybe by the time the season
Maybe
starts.
hopefully it's for a good reason next time it comes up.
Yes, maybe it's because he got like 3 sacks. Yeah, let's hope that's the case. We talk about Chris Jones next. But
I mean,
I gotta
we're
get
three
back.
days away,
I
and we
know.
don't. He hasn't been to a practice or any off-season event at all. Like he's not gonna play Thursday.
I don't think he will either. But at the
No,
same time,
even if they get a contract the day before, he's gonna play what, one snap?
I mean, I imagine he'll be somewhat ready. But yeah, you're right. You also don't want to get him hurt. You know.
Yeah, that's just setting him up to be out for the season.
Yeah. Dude, we gotta let's move. I'm gonna get too mad. Let's move past it. I can't talk about it. I'm getting heated. Let's talk about something positive, and it's a tight end actually getting paid good money, because Travis Kelce, to be honest, has kind of kept it low, and I appreciate that, but tight ends might not. That being
Other
said,
tight ends probably hate it, yeah, but
but I think they all love Travis, which is the problem. It's like he's like the most him and George Kittle are like the top tier respected. You know, they created their own like
they're the ones mic'd
university
up on
thing.
national tight
Yeah,
end.
for real. Yeah. But no, TJ, dude. TJ Hawk getting a big $68 million contract. 4 years, 17.1 average. Man, I love it. This is awesome.
I think 42 million of it's guaranteed too. So
That's great.
Like the biggest tight end deal ever. So
I love guaranteed money for players, and to see like a tight end get that is nice. But yeah, I mean that's just some of the headlines that have happened. Been going on recently, last few days. One of them for way too long. Anyways, let's get to this to some award predictions.
do the fun stuff. Yeah,
let's lighten it up, dude. All right, let's lighten it up. Let's do some award predictions. Which one do you want to start with?
I think we start with defensive player of the year.
Yeah, right.
And I'll go first because mine's so obvious.
Oh,
mine's gonna go to Micah Parsons.
God, I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah, favorite player in the league right now. So obviously got to give it to him. And I mean, the value on him for betting probably isn't there, but it's just a guarantee in my book. Yeah. He deserved it the past 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, he could have got it the last 2 years. He really could have. So when you're up there for top 3 every year, pretty much, yeah, I think he's going to get it. He was also my prediction. I said Micah too. I love Micah. I mean, he's just a freak athlete. He's like the one guy you would value as a quarterback on the defensive. Like you could value it. Maybe Nick Bosa, maybe TJ Watt, but like Micah is one of those guys that could do everything. You know, I don't know. It's hard to bet against him, and the odds are going to be not great, but I think that's a good bet. I mean, it feels guaranteed to me as long as he stays healthy. Maybe TJ Watt, but you know, we'll see if he stays healthy. That's the thing; he can't stay healthy either. But yeah, on to the MVP, buddy. How you feeling?
I'm gonna make you go with your MVP prediction first because I know you're gonna sit here and tell me that Mahomes is never gonna win an MVP ever again. But who's your MVP prediction?
I did not pick Mahomes. I picked Trevor Lawrence for my MVP prediction.
Really?
This is a really weird one for me. I did not think I would scoop to this, and I did not think I would go to this. But I like Trevor Lawrence. He's good. He made a huge jump last year. I think if they're 11 wins this year, he has a chance to be up there if he just has like a solid year. And I do think Calvin Ridley helps them. I do think he was just good last year. It's kind of hard to argue. I mean, it was a little towards the end of the year where he really started to pop off, but no, I like Trevor Lawrence, man. He's got the skill set. He's got the body. He's huge. He's like a freak athlete. He looked like a leader last year in the playoffs. I mean, I know they started off rough, but like to do that and then to play really well. I mean, for the most part against the Chiefs, I don't know. He looked good, dude. I like Trevor Lawrence.
He just cut his hair.
All right. Who's your MVP prediction?
I'm not a fan of the Trevor Lawrence hair.
All right. He's got a rocket.
Yeah, I'm going with someone who would be getting their second MVP. And this is a team I'm really high on this year just because I think they're going to be super exciting to win. I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson to get an MVP again.
God, dude, I like that pick.
He's got weapons now, and he can have a really big year coming off of like 2 years in a row where he hasn't even played the full season.
Yeah, and contract year. He just got paid. I love that one, dude. That is very good. All right, NFC winners. You got to go first, buddy. Who's your NFC prediction winner? Going to the championship.
My winner of the NFC division is going to be the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I mean, they're in the division. They're in the division game every year. I think they're eventually going to win it.
Bound to, right? I mean, unless you're Green Bay, but you're bound to if you're San Francisco.
Fuck Green Bay.
Okay. I also put. Can you quit? God, I put San Francisco also for my NFC winner. It's hard, like you said, it's hard to argue against them, and the defense is so good, and it's just another year with Brock Purdy. I do think it's going to be a little bit of a slower start for them this year, offensively. But I think their defense is going to be really good. I do think CMC is going to carry that offense for a little bit. But when Brock gets like comfortable again, man, they're going to be dangerous, dude. That is always one of the scariest teams in my opinion in the NFL. Any given week, they could just shut down a team, and set. I mean, not the Chiefs, but like anybody else. So, yeah, they're a good team, and they definitely should win. I bet they're probably the favorites, or up there at least. They should win.
Only thing that sucks for them is that they just lost their defensive coordinator. And that's my favorite part of that team.
Yeah, but I mean, their defense is just so good all the time. It's hard to think that they won't be. But
yeah.
All right, AFC, what do you got?
Well, I just found out that Lamar Jackson is plus 1,400, so I'll probably sprinkle on that.
That's good.
But my AFC winner is also the Ravens.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. I don't blame you. I mean, if he gets MVP, they probably will be up there, right there.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think they'll barely win. I think they have a chance of beating the Bengals out in the division.
I also think that. I think they will probably beat the Bengals. I think the Bengals will still make the playoffs, but I do think they'll beat the Bengals. I agree with you on that. I think you could see 3 teams in that division make it. I think the Steelers are sneaky good.
All right, who's your AFC winner?
Mine is the Chiefs, buddy. Come on.
Boring pick.
It's not boring. They've been the last 5 years. They're going to win again.
To the game, yeah.
Well, okay, but they're going to win. They're going to win again. They've won 3 of the 5. That's pretty good. Yeah, man. I mean, it's hard to argue with consistency. They're not only going every year, but they're putting up an insane fight, and they're losing. If they're losing, it's by like 3. So, I don't know. I got to pick the Chiefs. It's my home team, and I love them, and it's got my homie on it. Dude, it's hard to argue against them. They're going to be good.
Should I even ask who your Super Bowl champion is then?
No, you shouldn't, because it's the Chiefs 100%.
So they win the rematch against the 49ers in your book?
Yep, once again.
Okay.
I do think they would. I do think they would, too. I actually do think this would happen.
Very creative.
I
have the Ravens against the 49ers, and I put the Ravens to win it.
Man, 49ers just getting screwed, huh?
Yeah, it's
God.
poor guys.
Sucks for
because
them.
They're
dude.
always good, but not good enough.
They're there, but they just can't cross that finish line. Oh, buddy. Well, sorry, 49ers fans. Sorry, NFC fans. We're going AFC once again, which has been, for the most part, pretty consistent the last few years. I mean, I guess Rams, but...
I mean, the last 4 years, it's been 2-2 now.
Oh, yeah, I guess it has. I mean, well, Tom Brady's gone. We don't talk about him anymore.
I mean, yeah, the Cowboys ended his fucking career.
Yeah, why aren't they in your... You're not picking them? What the hell, dude?
Oh, you haven't heard, huh? I've predicted what they're going to do the past 2 years, and my forecast for the next 2 is that they don't even make the playoffs this year, but they'll win the Super Bowl next year.
Okay.
So next year's our year, buddy. Watch out.
All right, we're gonna pin it down for you, dude. Good luck with that. I do think they're gonna make the playoffs this year and winning the Super Bowl. I'll leave that one up there in the air. There's a chance. There's a chance on that one, but I definitely think they're gonna make the playoffs. They look good. I like that team. It is one of those teams where it's very much like the name is heavy. It's hard to ignore how good the roster is. Hey, you keep thinking, buddy. You keep thinking.
All right, let's get into our Week 1 predictions.
Yeah,
I'll go and read the spread with each game as we go along with it. But we're just gonna choose outright winners, and then we'll choose our favorite and our favorite underdog.
Yes, sir.
So, season opener, bud. Lions versus Chiefs.
Oh, man. I'm going to go with Chiefs, buddy.
Yeah, I figured. I will also go with Chiefs. So, that's just, I mean, I'm excited for Detroit this year, but...
I am, too.
Yeah.
I don't think Mahomes has ever lost an opening game.
Oh, no.
They pop off, too.
He's undefeated in opening games, and they score like 38 points, so...
Yeah. But I'm with you. I like
the over-under in that game is 54 and a half, so I kind of like the over in that too, because
hit that over
Chris Jones probably won't play.
Hit that over for sure.
12 o'clock.
Bruh.
12 o'clock Sunday slate is what been waiting for. So let's start with the 49ers Steelers.
Steelers.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to pick Steelers.
I'm super excited for the Steelers, but I think the 49ers are going to take that game.
I'm going to take Steelers just because I think 49ers, like I said, are going to come out slow. But I think they're going to pop off as
it's 49ers minus 2.5, so they're expecting it to be close.
It's going to be good.
All right, next game I got is Buccaneers versus Vikings. Vikings are favored -6.5.
Vikings, and I don't think that's going to be a close one.
Yeah, I do not think it's gonna stay within 6.
Yeah, it's a good little bet right there. I think the Vikings are going to destroy them.
All right, we got Texans Ravens. Ravens are favored -10.
Yeah, Ravens are probably going to win by 13 plus is what I would say. That's a good. I would definitely put Ravens. They're going to be
I
good.
think that's the biggest spread of the week, but yeah, Ravens.
It's
with the
CJ's
win.
first actual NFL game too, against a Ravens defense. Yeah, no, hammer that. I'm hammering that for sure.
All right, we got Jaguars Colts. Jags are favorites -5.
I would love to say Colts, but no, I think Jags for sure. Also, Anthony
It's your
Richardson's first
MVP.
game.
It's your
Also,
MVP candidate.
you're right. Yeah, I gotta stick with it. But another rookie first game. I'm gonna go Jags.
All right, and then we have Cardinals versus Commanders. Commanders are favorites 7.5.
Well, what are you going here, buddy? What do you think?
Well, the actual MVP candidate Sam Howell is. I'm gonna have to go with the Commanders here.
I'm also gonna go left hand up with the Commanders. 'Cause, yeah, that's gonna be a bloody game. I think that's gonna be a murder.
Titans versus the Saints. Saints are favorite -3.
I'm gonna go Titans on this one. I do think they're just gonna come out and just run the crap out of the ball. Maybe get a few big D-hop catches, and that defense is. Derek Carr, I think, is gonna struggle in his first game as a Saint.
Yeah, see, I like the Saints here because I think their defense will be able to keep the game low. I also like the under 41.
Definitely like the under there. Yeah, I'm
But
with
yeah,
you.
I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. And I think the Saints' defense is going to be the reason that they're able to win the game.
That's fair.
All right, good game here. Bengals Browns. Bengals are favorite -2.5.
This is actually kind of a tough one. I think the Browns are gonna win this first one.
Wow.
This isn't a Bengal hater thing. This is another team that is historically known for starting off slow. The last 3 years, they've started off real slow,
Yeah,
and then
last
they kind
year
of ease in.
especially.
They kind of ease in. I definitely think Browns. It's gonna be close. I think Browns will probably win, but I think that'll be the last time Browns win against pretty much anybody in that division. So maybe they'll beat the Steelers once, but yeah.
I think it's hard to bet against the Bengals here, so I'm going to go ahead and stay with the Bengals.
Sounds good, dude. I like we have some differences here. Thank you.
Panthers Falcons. Falcons are favored -3.5.
I'm gonna also pick. I'm hating on rookie quarterbacks this first week, but I'm gonna definitely pick Falcons also.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons too. I don't think either of the quarterbacks really are gonna be what carry the teams in this game. So
No, it's gonna be a running game, and I think Falcons have a better running game, pretty much.
yeah,
It's gonna be good though.
Eagles Patriots. Eagles are favorite -4.
Wow, it's actually a pretty close line. I'm gonna go Eagles. I think, man, it's hard how good Jalen Hurts played last time we saw him. It's hard to see them losing to the Patriots in the first game. They could come out and flop, but they got a lot of veterans. Yeah, hard to bet against. I know Belichick's a dog, but
Yeah, I'm going with the Eagles as well, and I'm taking the -4 with it too.
yeah, I think I would too.
All right, here we
Might
go.
even up
Toilet Bowl. Raiders versus Broncos. The Broncos are favored at -4.
Really?
-4.
Man, I'll probably go Broncos here, but this is gonna be just an ugly game, I think. Maybe we'll see something great out of the Broncos here, and it'll be like, oh wow, they actually might be decent, or the Raiders for that matter. This is just gonna be an ugly game. I'll say Broncos though.
I think it could be a sneaky good game, and I'm gonna go with the Raiders just because I feel like Josh Jacobs is gonna carry the Raiders once again.
Mine is Javante on the other side. I'm thinking Javante is gonna pop off, first time back in a while. So yeah.
All right, big division rivalry. We got Packers Bears. Packers are +1. Bears are actually favorites -1.
I'm gonna take Packers in this one.
I
I
can't-
like the Bears a lot. I do. One of my favorite teams I think to watch this year is gonna be the Bears, but I think Jordan Love's got the swag, man. That defense should be pretty freaking good, and they got two really good running backs. I'm gonna go with Packers. I think this is gonna be a close game though. It's gonna be a high scoring game, I think too.
I don't know. I mean, Packers, youngest team in the NFL. LaFleur's finally the one that's going to be making the play calls, not Aaron.
Yeah,
I don't know if I trust them yet. I'm going to make them prove it. I'm going with the Bears.
that's fair, dude. I like that we got differences. Thank you. I like this.
All right. Rams, Seahawks. Seahawks favorites -5.5.
Let's
No
go
Cooper Cup, probably.
Yeah, definitely Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm gonna
This
go
is one of those
Seahawks
games
as well.
though. I do think the Rams might surprise people. They might be a little bit better than people think. I don't think they're going to be good, but I think they might be a little better than what we. This might be. I think this could be a close game. Like Seattle might sit there, think they can walk on them. I don't know, man. Sean McVay, he's a good coach. I mean, he's a hard
I
headed,
just don't
stubborn
think
dude.
the Rams have any weapons right now.
They don't, but I just think they're going to play hard. So it's
And
just going to be one of those games.
Matt Stafford's running around crying because he doesn't know anyone's names. I don't think so.
All these young
I don't
kids
think
and
it's gonna happen.
their cell phones, dude. What are you going to do? Toughie.
All right, here we go. Another afternoon game. This one could be very good if they allow it to be. Dolphins Chargers. Chargers are favorites -3.
Really? I'm gonna go ahead and say Dolphins here. I just think the Chargers tend to blow games. So I'm just going. The Dolphins, I think, are just a scary
Usually
team.
the Chargers start off hot every year, though.
Chargers are good. It's gonna be a good game. This is probably gonna be the best game of the week.
I'm going with the Dolphins as well, but I'm hoping that game's very good.
Should be good. Oh, it's gonna be nice seeing the Chargers with the new offense. I'm curious. Oh, that's gonna be a good game. I'm excited for that game.
Get ready for those hook routes from Kellen Moore.
That's gonna be a huge fantasy implication game. There's gonna be a lot of fantasy points that game.
Yeah, Kellen Moore is going to make Justin probably throw the ball
60.
40 times.
No, 60, 100%.
Here we go. Sunday night football, Chuck.
Sunday night.
Cowboys, Giants.
I mean, I gotta go Giants. Okay, I have to, even if my heart isn't necessarily feeling it. My gut is like stick with your team, buddy. Stick with your team. So I'm going with the Giants. I know you're gonna go with the Cowboys.
Well, here's the problem with me. Yes, we've beat the Giants 9 times in a row, and yes, they've never beat Dak Prescott when he's played in a full game.
Seems like
But
a
the
lot of
problem
luck.
is the Cowboys always lose their opening game, and that streak's finally going to end. Obviously, the Cowboys are going to win this game. So obvious. The Giants are terrible. And that leads us to our Monday night game. We got the Bills-Jets. The Bills are favorite at -2.5.
Ooh, this is tough, dude.
Need me to start out here
Yeah,
because
I need you to start.
I'm going Bills. I mean, the Jets, everyone's hyping them up and they're this super team now, but I think it's going to take a little to develop still. I mean,
God,
I give them a couple tough. They got a tough start of the schedule. I mean, the Jets got to play the Bills and then they have to play Cowboys next week too, so
I was gonna take Bills off also, but for the sake of continuing this different picks that we've had pretty consistently, I'm gonna take the Jets. I think Aaron Rodgers is probably gonna pop off. I think Garrett Wilson's gonna have a really good game, but I really think the defense is gonna be the reason they win. That being said, I do like Bills there. It's not a
6
terrible.
different picks, I think.
Yes, that's what we need. We need that. It's got to be some competition, dude. We can't just copy each other.
All right, here we go. We need our favorite and our favorite underdog still, and this will just go in as little bonus points here.
Little bonus, little extra point, little extra maybe half point. Give it a little something. Favorite.
These ones we will be going on the actual spreads though.
Yes.
My favorite is the Jags -5.5. I have no respect for the Colts right now, and
That's fine.
I think the whole thing is falling apart. So yeah, Jags -5.5 all day.
That's a good one. My favorite is the Commanders against the Cardinals, though. I'm gonna take Commanders with -6. I think they're gonna probably beat them by 10+.
I have the Commanders on the sports book right now -7, sir.
Oh, it went up. I'll say -7. Give me that. Give me -10. No, I'll say -7.
I mean, Sam Howell's probably going to throw for 4 touchdowns.
That's gonna be. I don't know what Arizona is, so maybe they'll come out and be somewhat. No.
I mean,
Commanders.
I think they're starting a quarterback that's been on their roster for like a week and a half, so it should go well for the
Yeah,
Cardinals.
sounds like a good move. Yeah, we're gonna go Commanders for my favorite for sure. Favorite underdog, buddy.
My favorite underdog is the Dolphins +3
That is crazy.
against the Chargers.
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
I like that they're underdogs. I feel like there's good value there.
Yeah.
They're my favorite underdog.
My favorite underdog is one of my picks, the Steelers, -2.5.
Mm.
I like the Steelers, dude. I like them in this game. I just think they're gonna surprise the 49ers. They're gonna come out swinging. That team looked ready. I know it's preseason, but they looked ready.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, history's shown that the preseason means absolutely nothing every time.
I know, but you got TJ Watt, and I think just having that, their defense is so good. Sometimes that's all you need. In the first week, usually defensive players are going to beat O-line. That is just a common theme. O-line tends to struggle in the first couple weeks. So I'm going to say that. I think that's going to happen. Obviously, 49ers have a fantastic defense also. But I'm going to give the edge to the Steelers on that one. I like that underdog.
All right.
Top 5?
Yeah, I mean, we're ready for football, so let's just do our top 5 sneak draft.
Yeah,
now.
dude. And today's top 5 is a little bit of throwback. Some Cartoon Network faves here. All right. And I will admit, I did have to look up some of these to make sure they were Cartoon Network and not Nickelodeon. But man, dude, I feel good about this. All right, give me that coin flip. Who's going first? Oh man, will I win one? That's the real question. Probably not. Only in a live show. Which, hey, we might be doing some of those sometime soon. So be ready. Let you know.
Right. Call it.
Tails.
Heads.
I just.
I'll let you pick first.
The odds are just. I'm gonna go with Codename Kid Next Door.
Really? 1-1?
I love that show. That's it, baby. All right, what you got?
I think for my first pick, I have to go Adventure Time.
That's a good one.
That's absolutely.
I can't say anything because I wasn't huge into Adventure Time. So I know it's good though. It's really good. I've heard it's amazing. But this is my personal one, so I gotta.
And for my next pick, I'm gonna go with Foster's Home for Imaginary
Yeah,
Friends.
that takes that one out. That's a good one. That's a good pick. Very, very good pick. All right, so I got 2. I'm gonna go Teen Titans.
Not even on my list.
Okay, and I'm gonna go Grim Adventures of Bill and Mandy.
I have them.
I really hope you don't pick my next 2.
All right. Well, I have to go with. I'm gonna go with Chowder.
God,
That was the one I was talking about earlier because I definitely needed that one. And I'm gonna go Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Yep, Chowder's gone. I get my next 2 though. Still, Ed, Edd and Eddy. I don't know why I didn't pick them. I thought you were gonna wait long enough for me to get that, but I like that. That's top tier one right there. I'm gonna go with.
I thought that was gonna be your 1-1 to be honest.
I thought about it, but I really loved Codename Kids Next Door. And of course Teen Titans and Grim Adventures was amazing. So I'm gonna go Ben 10 for my 4th.
Not on my list.
And then 5th is gonna be Mucha Lucha.
Not on my list.
Dude, it was so good.
I'm not gonna
saying
decide
that
between
wrong,
2 for my last one. I'm gonna go ahead and just go regular show.
Yeah, I mean, hard to argue. Regular show is great. I was going with ones that were more nostalgic to me, but yeah. You took the the plain road. You're so
The
base.
goats.
You're just base, dude.
Yeah, I'm a real one for that one.
You
got any honorable mentions?
Samurai Jack, really good.
I thought you didn't like Samurai Jack.
I did. I liked it, but it's not up there in my top 5. But I liked it.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue. What is Powerpuff Girls?
Not a fan.
Okay.
My Gym Partner's a Monkey.
So good.
Wait,
Yeah.
was Camp Lazlo Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon?
I think it was Cartoon Network.
Oh.
I didn't really
That's a good
watch
one.
Camp Lazlo though, but yes, good one. I remember some of it, but
Total Drama Island.
good one. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's some good ones. I still
some
think that
classics.
Nickelodeon had the better shows, but
They do, but I think Cartoon Network was a good start. Hey, we gotta ease into the really, really good ones, buddy. It's a long season. It's a long season. We got a lot of shows.
we're just getting started.
Just getting started, and it is fantastic to be back. Hope you guys have enjoyed this show. You know, it just feels good to be back, man. Feels good to be talking about sports again, and football's finally upon us.
3 days.
3 days. It's a long break between
This
preseason.
probably
and
come
regular.
out like Wednesday night, so
Yeah, we might.
football
you guys
starts
might,
tomorrow.
Yeah, football's tomorrow for you guys. Congratulations. It'll be tomorrow for our future selves. So congratulations to us, buddy, because I'm so excited. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Zach, for doing this with me. Obviously, hey, we're happy to be here. We are the Unshackled Pod, and we're ready for a long season. We're gonna do a lot of shows. We're gonna try and keep you guys informed. We're gonna get a little schedule set. That's all I really got, man. Thank you guys for sticking around. If you did, peace.
Love you guys. Bye.